One of the advantages of using ChatGPT is the ability to create personalized bedtime stories. So in this video, we're going to talk about how to do that and how to create custom personalized stories with your child as the center of the story. So bedtime stories that's a magical way to bring to bond, nurture your child's imagination. In this guide, we'll talk about the process. We'll give you some tips on how to do it and some example prompts that you can use and some examples of how storytelling can be fun and easy for both you and your child. So personalized bedtime stories, you know, they let your child see themselves as a hero in their own adventure. It strengthens their self-esteem clearly because they are the hero. Nurtures creativity and give them something to think about beyond the normal mundane. So story time becomes more engaging and memorable. Get started. Here's some key elements. You want to have a main character, typically your child, where the setting, in other words, do they want to go to a magical island? Do they want to go to another planet? What's the plot? You can ask ChatGPT to suggest plots. Um, who are the supporting characters? Obviously, some of them should be you and your family and its friends, perhaps its grandparents or our grandparents, and a moral or a lesson that you want them to get from that particular story. So you can set up all of these um, characteristics as prompts, and the story will come out as a result of that. So here we go, crafting your first story. Once upon a time, there lived a brave little child named Naya. The child faced a big challenge, whatever the problem is, with the help of supporting characters, his parents, his friends, etc. Um, he overcame the challenge. In the end, Naya learned that the moral of the story or the lesson was whatever it was. So here's some sample prompts to spark your creativity. A magical plan, a magical African adventure, explore an African forest where the animals can talk, the brave knight, or a space journey. It's just some of the things that you can help your child discover and see themselves doing. Got to remember that they don't have a lot, most of the stuff they watch on TV is about other people. This is a way to create a personalized story that is theirs, where they can see themselves doing it. They can see themselves, for example, as an astronaut on this other planet. So these are really, really powerful ways to build your child's self-esteem. If you, if, and you could even combine it, for example, with a skill they're struggling in. For example, you could have a superhero that does math. So the point is, you can be really creative using ChatGPT as a way to spark your creativity. So here's a sample story. In a magical forest lived Jalil. He discovered a hidden path that led to a grove of trees. The trees could talk. So you get a sense of, and remember, each one of these is a prompt that you enter in the chat GPT. So once upon a time, there's one prompt. Then there's the prompt one day Jalil discovered. Then the trees told Jalil about a lost treasure hidden deep in the forest. So the point is that each one of these is a prompt that you enter in ChatGPT. The story comes out at the end where the moral is. Here's an example of a space journey, where Dayu took a space journey. Um, he had a spaceship that traveled faster than the speed of light. The aliens are in trouble because of their colors were fading. So you can see it's a really creative story. Each one of these, like I said, is a prompt that you enter in the chat GPT. And At the end, you come up with these stories. An amazing way to get your child to see themselves. And as they get older, they can start to talk about the things that they love. They can create stories around the hobbies and projects that they have, which will help them see themselves as successful explorers of the world, if you will. Uh, Making stories engaging. Use your child's interests, like we said. Incorporate their favorite animals or hobbies. Um, Make sure you have some interactive elements like questions about the story to keep them engaged. In other words, include a question about the story. Vary your voice. Use the different voices for characters to make the story, and add surprise. Include a unexpected twist. Once again, you can ask ChatGPT to do that for you, so you don't have to think of all this stuff. That's why I call this assisted intelligence, not artificial intelligence. Um, and more people hopefully will take on the term assisted intelligence as opposed to artificial intelligence. So Uh, you can create personalized bedtime stories. It's a great way to bond with your child, nurture their imagination. Um, the stories you create together become memories that you guys can cherish for the rest of their lives. And, your child will go on and do the same thing with your grandchildren. So don't, listen, we need to engage our children in this new assisted intelligence arena. We need to learn to think with products like ChatGPT. Remember, ChatGPT is just one product. There's Claude, there's Gemini. So there's a bunch of different products that you can use, and they really uh, help you assist your thinking so that you can get things done. Um, if you like these videos, um, please click the like button. So subscribe and share and comment and let us know how we're doing. Thanks again.